Hey, Svet here, and welcome to the Copywriting Titan's new video. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the biggest copywriting mistakes in health copy that could actually get you into legal trouble. So, what is that mistake? Let me actually type it. That's unsubstantiated health claims. What do I mean by that? So, this is when you're saying, according to Harvard University, this nutrient increases your blood flow by not dollars, 25%, for example. Or research from the Ivy League shows that this supplement can whatever XYZ. And obviously the percentage should be here. Okay, so this is fine. This is actually great. This is actually great if and only if you can substantiate that claim. And this means that you have a source for that claim. Because I've seen countless emails, landing pages, and all kinds of health copy written by copywriters, by business owners, by coaches that are trying to make their point better by kind of making stuff up. And especially if you're writing copy with the help of AI, be very aware that AI can make a lot of stuff up. Most forms of AI, and that's why it's always good to check the sources and ask: is this a real claim? Is this a real source? Do you have a real source for this? And if it doesn't, you have to find it. I'm going to show you later another tool that you can use to find stuff. But first, I'm going to show you what I mean by this. So let's switch to a landing page that I've written where it says Harvard medical scientists reveal. So this is actually a health claim because I'm talking about Harvard medical scientists. And this is a real study. So let's search for Harvard and let's see what I have here. Harvard medical scientists found adaptogens melt away stress and adaptogen, blah, blah, blah. Harvard scientists believe adaptogens are like a mini stress vaccine because they... Okay, so I'm talking about these Harvard medical scientists. And when I go down here, just one second. All right, here it is. I have cited this one here. Immunize. Like a mini vaccine, some adaptogens appear to immunize. So this was actually said by this lady, Leslie Korn, PhD, and she's a Harvard Medical School trained traumatologist. So this is not like I'm making stuff up. This is real Harvard Medical School trained traumatologists, and who is talking about adaptogens in this case. And at the end of this document, I have all these sources where I'm talking about, let's say, weight loss, for example, how this ingredient, Schisandra fruit, supports all this stuff. I have a source here, and that's how it should be done. But I'm guessing that you've seen a lot of health copy or a lot of landing pages that don't have any of these studies or links. And here I have linked transparent ingredients backed by honest studies because most people don't include those. Now, one of the few websites that actually does that is healthline.com. So if you go to this, for example, to this link where it's talking about adaptogens, and when they have some claims, they have all this tick, this check mark here. They had to meet 3 criteria, blah, blah, blah. Examples. So this is a source. This is a source. This is a source as well. Um, so that's how it should be done. Obviously, Healthline is the biggest health website in the world, so they know how to do this stuff. But if you also want to write health copy that's compliant and it wouldn't get you into legal trouble, always have sources either here or here, as these guys are doing. So when you click here, it gives you a real source. Okay, now how actually can you find those sources? For example, you're looking for something, let's say a credible source from the Ivy League universities. For example, one of the best websites is Science Daily, which is your source for the latest research. So you just Google Science Daily, go to the search, and for example, this might not give you the greatest results, especially because it's very generic. But you can just type Harvard Discovery, and then when you want to be a little bit more specific, for example, like here, you can just type, for example, blood sugar discovery. And then you can search for stuff here, and then you can find, this is from a German research center for environmental health. This was actually from 2021, which means it's not very outdated, but this center is not very well known. So what you can do is maybe you can add Harvard here and see if it gives you any, for example, on this one here, a group of researchers at Harvard Medical School has discovered that there may be more 20 times, blah, blah, blah. So this is a great source. This new study was led by Maddalena Costa, statistical physicist here. So maybe you can say Harvard Medical School or Harvard University or Harvard Medicine says continue glucose monitoring, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So if you're writing an email and say, did you know that according to Harvard Medical School, continuous glucose monitoring can be very helpful for blah, 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 something like this. And then you can take all this data from here. So yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I suggest you also do it. And now I want to show you, let's close these windows. I want to show you a tool that I use that gives me great sources. So for example, this one is called Perplexity AI, and it's signing me in. So I'm going to search for, let's say, Harvard University blood sugar discovery. And let's see if it gives me, because this tool always gives you sources. For example, you can see all these sources here. So researchers have made several significant discoveries related to blood sugar regulation, diabetes treatment. And then when you click here, okay, gives you all the sources. There you go. I'm sorry. This was a source here. So they have it. A rare discovery, a new class of good fats offers a promising direction for diabetes prevention and treatment. And you can see Harvard Medical School. So I suggest, this is Harvard Magazine, which is a great source again, SciTech Daily, and then again, another source, diabetes program. This is for the Harvard Stem Cell Institute. So all these are great sources. Obviously, you don't need to just go with Harvard, but obviously it's the most prestigious university in terms of health, I guess. I guess Johns Hopkins Medicine is on par. I'm not sure. I can't claim that without doing research, but Harvard University is obviously great in health. Johns Hopkins, some other university, University of California, actually whatever university that's in a Western country and maybe even in Asia, like South Korea have or Japan have great universities as well. The most important thing is that you have something that's substantiating your claim. For example, here, according to Harvard University, it's to increase your blood flow by 25%. Let's say if you want to keep this email blind and you're saying this nutrient, then that's fine. But maybe you can say, I don't know what nutrient right now increases blood flow, but let's say cocoa, raw cocoa increase your blood flow by 25%. Here's where you can stock up on raw cocoa today with a huge discount. Increase your blood flow by 25%. And this could be the call to action and the link. Bold it, underline it, and then include the link here, and then you're done with some part of the copy. But the idea here is that you're making a claim. You're saying that this raw cocoa, and obviously that's probably not even correct, but let's say this nutrient increases your blood flow by 45%, increase it with this strange, exotic, or just strange nutrient. And then you don't write this stuff and just say this nutrient. The idea is that you need to be on this nutrient. Okay, that's about it. So I wanted to share that you always have to be substantiating your claims. If you're making stuff up, you can get into legal trouble with the FDA or whatever government commission you have in your country or the country you or your client is advertising. So be very careful with those claims. Never make fake claims. Always do your research. If you want to use AI, use Perplexity because it gives you sources which you always need to check. So for example, if you go here, sometimes it would give you a bad source, but this one seems all right. This one seems to be talking about diabetes, which is blood sugar. And as you saw here, Harvard Stem Cell University, it's edu, so that's a legit source. And yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to share today, how you can avoid the biggest copywriting or maybe one of the biggest copywriting mistakes in health copy. And it doesn't matter whether you're a business owner, whether you're running a health brand, a coach, maybe you're a copywriter writing for a lot of health brands. Just make sure you're not making stuff up, especially in long form VSLs where people try to get a little bit more in the dark side of copywriting, I would say. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, give me a like and subscribe to my channel because I'll be dropping a lot of these copywriting and marketing bombs every week. So enjoy your day and keep crushing it.